Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We are live on this Friday, the 11th day of December, 2009. And out of the gates, we are simulcasting the full 4 hours of this Friday radio show, live in living color, via television at prisonplanet.tv. Congressman Ron Paul is scheduled to join us in the next segment, but they are voting today up on Capitol Hill, so that may fluctuate. It does routinely when he is on Capitol Hill. You know, I've talked for years about how the global government plan is only the beginning. The United Nations documents, the Club of Rome documents, Council on Foreign Relations, State Department memorandums, biological diversity assessments, hundreds of government-funded textbooks call for a planetary regime, that's a quote, planetary police state government, that's a quote, planetary dictatorship, that's a quote, to carry out eugenics. This is what makes the whole world tick. It's why the license plate reading cameras are going in. It's why the CPS is interrogating all of your children and training them to spy on you. It's why the family is under attack. It's why our industrial society has been deindustrialized by design, publicly announced by the United Nations. And we're now going into the next deeper phase of this. The Chinese government officially yesterday, in the largest paper in the country and at the Copenhagen summit, called for a planetary regime to force a one-child policy to begin with. Simultaneously, papers across the world, TV news networks, and others called for a one-child policy to cut the carbon footprint, the deadly carbon dioxide now listed as a chemical toxin. Even though plants breathe it, humans exhale it. And so we're going to be going over the latest on ClimateGate, the latest on the establishment of world government, and what this world's going to look like if these people succeed. And I want to break down the phases of control. It just has really hit me hard again last night and this morning how serious this is, how dire this is, how criminal and just viciously controlling and selfish the planetary controllers and their minions are. We need to have a call to arms peaceably in the info war, a call to the info war, to really call these people out for what they are, bloodthirsty killers. They're already killing people all over the planet thanks to starvation and cutting off water supplies. And I want to detail their plan today after Congressman Ron Paul leaves us. Of course, Bob Chapman will give us his once-a-week visit on the economy as well as he does every Friday. For part of the third hour, we'll also have open phones. Later in the broadcast, they're not open yet. But here is the mainstream news article. China Daily, that's their big paper, government paper. Population control called key to deal. China says they'll sign on if the new planetary government implements a one-child policy. So we're going to be going over that after we come back. Also, the National Post out of Canada says the real inconvenient truth, the whole world needs to adopt China's one-child policy. Scores of other papers are announcing children are evil carbon blobs. And, of course, ABC News is reporting that children are being taught in public schools under a UN program with UNESCO when they should die, that their carbon credits run out at age 11. And, of course, the national ID card under treaty will keep a tally of your carbon credits. So that is all going into place. We're going to go to a quick break. We have Congressman Ron Paul on the line with us from Washington, and we'll go directly to Congressman Ron Paul on a host of issues: government takeover of health care, his audit the Fed bill, Obama getting the Peace Prize, the Communist Chinese calling for a planetary regime to enforce one-child policies. We'll talk to the congressman, the leader in the fight for liberty and freedom globally, straight ahead.